Because we want to protect our asses from crybabies, salty bitches, and lawsuits, we want to remind you this show is rated M for mature individuals only. That means if you're like easily offended by graphic language, griefers, or full frontal nudity, please disconnect now and get the fuck out. Thank you, Mario, but the good podcast is in another castle. I know you want this body, but you just can't have it.
I forgot to put on my hoodie. That's okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Remove from Play, the show where we remove ourselves from the culture and hobby we love to discuss it. And what is that culture and hobby? Video games. Video games, yeah. It is Tuesday, February 24th, 2015. It's episode 131, I do believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. We'll trust the graphic I made 5 seconds ago, right? Can't mess up there. Can't mess up there. I am Mac19. I'm host producer. I pressed the buttons, and I forgot my hoodie. That's okay. You're going to enjoy the green shirt, which I know some people will do something with that probably. Joining us this week, we have the ass hats of the Roof and Play crew. We have ass hats. We have Top Maverick and Crazy Peepers. How you guys doing?
What's going on?
No, not much is going on. You're doing a show. It's nice to see your faces here again.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
been a while.
Been quite a while.
Still
quite a while
don't
indeed.
believe you.
Yeah, and I do have to update the overlays since they are. If you guys don't know, they are official hosts now.
Oh,
yeah. Woo. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. They leveled up in the world. That's pretty cool. And then we have this guy who likes the comfortiness of a soft chair, so he chose to be the chat girl.
Good for my back.
It's good for your back. How do you like your new angle and new everything?
Oh, it's not bad. Get the rest of my arm.
I get the rest of my arm. I forgot to turn on your laptop, though. That's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
You could turn it on. You got this,
Yeah.
right? I even know you don't know the password.
No, I don't know the password.
I should say the password right over online, right?
You could say the password.
Yeah, I totally could. Fuck it. Who cares? People just hack the shit out of me. It's like that one time when I was streaming and then I let out my network password across the stream. I was like, oh. Hopefully there's no one in Buffalo ever going to come who watches the show and is like, hey, I'm going to hack into his network.
Uh-oh.
I changed it since then. Totally. Yes. We got a full pack show for you guys. We've got some little bites, some news of the week, and gaming spotlight, where we talk about new releases and a cool game of the week. But we're going to start this bitch off like we always do. What games we be playing the past, actually 2 weeks, because there's no show last week, if I remember correctly.
Oh?
No, it wasn't. Oh, actually, I almost forgot. And we have Elena via Skype. Thank you.
Oh, whoops.
How could you let me forget about you, Elena? Jeez.
I was gonna say, you just completely looked over me. How could you do that to me?
I know. I would say, you can't let me do this, man. I got to be a pro producer. I can't be forgetting hosts. Yeah, so we also have Elena joining us via Skype.
Hi.
Yes. So, yeah, what's that anime? What is it? Butt Eaters or something? No, Soul Eater. For people who
Soul
weren't here
Eater.
in the pre-show, she was showing off some little plushy things, and I was like, that's from something Eater. I think I said Deaf Eater is what I said. Deaf Eater, Soul Eater, all the same shit, right, guys?
I love that game. God Eater?
No,
God Eater. Oh,
I think
God.
there is an anime called God Eater, though.
It's all about free. Free is the best one. It's, sports animes are the best, obviously. Can't
Well,
go
spoil
wrong.
that
Princess
one for
Tennis.
me. It's on my to-watch list.
Oh, I've only seen like one episode. I don't even know what goes on in that show. A lot of half-naked men swimming. Yeah.
That is all I need.
What about Prince of Tennis?
Yeah.
Prince of
That's
Tennis.
it.
Oh, that's that tennis one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw that too. Oh my God, that tennis.
It was so dumb. So dumb.
Well, why is it dumb, Eli? Why do you not like the sports animes?
Well, it's about tennis, which is like not a very interesting sport. If it's like on a TV that you can't change the channel on, I'll watch it. But it's not. It's like there was multiple episodes that was like he's about to fight the receiver, which means he can return any tennis ball back to whoever hit it. He's like, I need to use backspin to defeat the receiver. And
okay, what's worse, tennis or golf?
is there a golf anime?
No, I'm not. Now we're just talking about sports. What is worse?
Oh, I think tennis
Golf
probably.
for sure. Tennis is actually fun.
I enjoy both.
Yeah, they're
You were on the tennis team, weren't you?
like the same.
I wasn't on a tennis team. I just played it.
I just played it. Yeah.
That was me too.
But according to Elias, what he said, tennis is worse.
Yeah, I think I would go for golf. I'd rather watch golf than tennis.
That's nuts. Because I would honestly, I kind of put them on the same level. I don't know
can't
why I'm not
watch
interested in
either.
tennis.
I'd rather just play them.
Yeah, I definitely would play tennis, but definitely not watch
I
it.
go mini golfing. Play
Yeah.
ping pong instead.
Now, Desert Golf, that video game. Oh, segue. Now that's a cool game. Now that's a golfing game I like. Because golfing video games are actually really fun because they take out all the part where you have to walk to each area and be in the hot sun. They actually have to hit the ball hard. It just boils it down to the actual strategy, not to the physical part you need for it. So that's what I like about them. Yeah, but so what have you guys been playing these past 2 weeks? How about you, Top Maverick? It's been a while since we've seen you. What you been playing?
I've been playing a little bit of Dying Light, some WE2 2K15, and the Order 1886.
Oh
so
yes,
that's
that
what
one
I'm
has been a
pretty much
hot
going on.
topic. Not a hot topic, but a medium heat topic discussion in the gaming world right now. How you been feeling about it so far?
It's for me. I'm not too big of a fan of it. I love the graphics and the backstory to it, but I don't like the gameplay too much. It seems a little straightforward and cookie cutter from all the other third-person games out there.
Like, would you play in terms of the gameplay? Would you say it is how close to Gears of War is it? Is it like completely the same? Is it somewhat different?
Yeah, it's pretty close to it. You know, I'm still a huge fan of Gears of War, but it's got the similarities there, but you know, it's its own thing.
It's still its own thing. The big disappointment I seen from it when I was looking at it, because I thought there'd be like crazy, unique, cool steampunk weapons, but apparently there's only like 2 of them that are unique, and the rest are just like, here's a pistol, here's a revolver, here's a assault rifle. Is that true, or is there any? How far are you into it? Have you seen like crazy weapons?
Yeah, I'm like maybe 2-3 hours into it. It's not.
2 or 3.
I've heard that it's
Well,
not
that's
that
half
long
the
of a
game right there.
Yeah, I've heard it's not that long. So
Because it's so short of a game, apparently.
yeah,
It's so weird. You know, we gotta have just have a mini side topic real quick. Man, it must come down to the money part of it, because I don't think people honestly have a problem with short games. I think they have a problem when they're paying like $60 for short games.
Yeah.
Because I've played games.
Yeah.
I played games that are like $40, $10, and $60 that were short, and I thought the experiences was worth that much money. But when the whole general rule of thumb that it's got to be a long game is kind of sucks a little bit. But I kind of don't blame people at the same time. Like, what do you guys think about the whole idea of short games? Could you feel a short game can be worth $60?
No, 60 is a
No.
lot.
No.
No, not just me, huh?
No.
Never.
Just me. Why, Eli?
I mean, it was at.
Wait, Elena's going.
Yeah, what'd you say, Elena? You cut out there a little bit.
I said it would have to be a really, really unique and immersive experience for a short game to be worth more than $30 to me.
Let's see. I'm going to bring it
I-
back to what I always bring it back to, Final Fantasy 13. Now, the
Ugh.
biggest critique people had for that game was, it's good when you get to Grand Pulse. 40, like, what is that, like 26 hours into it, Mario? You played 13, right?
Yeah, it's basically close.
So
to
would
that.
have you been happy if the whole game was as good as Grand Pulse, or if you just had to actually, because it's RPG, you got to have that 40-hour experience at minimum?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've always been a fan of that game. I like the story itself a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people don't like it, but I think it would be pretty nice if you could have got to Grand Pulse a little sooner than waiting 26, 27 hours to get there.
That's a
Yes.
while.
Yeah, it is quite a bit of time before you get to there.
I did not realize there were people that liked Final Fantasy 13.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the
Adam.
Lightning's one of my favorite characters out of the whole Final Fantasy series.
Did you play the third one?
I haven't yet. I have not played Lightning Returns.
Oh, I
yet.
will not spoil it for you. That your mind's gonna be so blown the ending of that game.
Yeah. So yeah, I
My
have not
God,
played
that
it yet.
ending. I'm thinking about it, so let's not spoil that. Oh,
I
that's
can-
cool. So you said you're also playing some Dying Light. How is
Yep.
that parkour zombie simulation going?
It's an
for you?
upgraded version of Dead Island with parkour.
Oh, really?
That's what it is.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
you really do parkour that much?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's like the main focus of the game is parkouring and looting and
It's
killing
one of the
zombies.
trees you have to level up by running and jumping.
Yeah.
My only question that I had for you is, do you feel like the online aspect of it or the co-op apps of it is kind of worth it? Or does it, like, do you feel
It's the
kind of
better
shoot-on?
experience.
It is?
It's better to play with somebody else than solo, in my
Okay.
opinion. I like to play with, I usually play with my brother or, my cousin or whatever, and it's just a lot more fun playing with someone else.
Yeah, because if I could be wrong. Of course, I haven't played the game, but the way the online works is you can have like one or up to
It's
4
three.
people.
It's
three
three.
people. Okay, drop into your world, and then y'all
Yep.
can adventure together. Well, adventure. I don't know.
Plus,
if
you
call it
can also get
adventure.
attacked. I think it's called zombie invasion. It
Mhm.
only happens at night where another player can invade your game and play as an infected, a special infected that can attack you guys.
Cool.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean that's an option. You can either turn it on or off. But I usually like turning it on because if you do kill a guy, you get bonus experience.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I was never a fan of the Dead Island series. Like I played the first one, and I want to say I played I don't know what the other one I played was. Well, I played the first one. I
Was
just really
Riptide?
wasn't into it. It
It
might have been Riptides.
yeah,
I
well,
don't
that's the only two. There's only two of them. So
There's only two. Okay, it might
Yeah.
have been Riptides. I thought there was like some like mini spin-off game, but
yeah,
well, maybe it was
there
Riptides.
actually is a mini. That one just came out not so long ago. Is more of a cell-shaded looking Dead Island
okay.
third-person game.
Okay.
Wasn't, like,
Oh wait,
supposed to
I
be
know
a
what you're
MOBA?
talking about. Yeah, because people were talking about how it's like doesn't seem like do anything to do with Dead Island.
Yeah, it was.
I know
whack.
which one game you're talking about. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw a quick look on that. Yeah, didn't look like Dead Island. Say that. Well, you're playing some pretty cool stuff over there. How about what you playing, Crazy Peepers? I'm gonna take a wild guess here. It involves attacking giant wyverns.
Nope.
Nope. Oh. Oh. Oh.
No, I guess I'm playing Monster Hunter,
Woo.
and I also too got Dying Light.
Oh, what do you have anything to
Nice.
add to it? What have you liked about Dying Light so far, or maybe even hated?
Oh, you pretty much spot on, but I never played the Dead Island, so I don't know if it's similar that much.
Well,
but
this one's
it seemed
open
like it.
world, right? It's open world, pretty much. Like the original Dead Island was the first person, like
Yep.
first person shooter, where it was pretty much predetermined paths. This is open world, and it is first person, but it kind of goes into 3D. You can put it. Doesn't it go to like third person, when, like you're doing tricks or something? Does it ever go into third person?
I don't think so.
No.
I've never.
No, that might have been
never
like if that came out on PC, it might be some kind of mod I saw then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a really big difference. It's like a lot of games are just going this open world type of deal nowadays, which is a good and a bad thing. Like if your open world is interesting, then it's worth doing.
Yeah.
If it's not, then well, what the fuck you did open world for? Yeah. How about you, Elias? What have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing Siege, which is
Oh.
going to be later in the show as the cool game of the week, so I won't talk about it right now.
Okay.
And I've also been playing Age of Empires 2, obviously, because I like it.
I'm
And
sorry.
usual.
What would you say?
Age of Empires 2.
Oh, Age of Empire. For some reason, I thought you were saying like Ingram something something. Like the fuck did I hear?
Nope, not
Yep.
playing that.
Yep. I'm sorry about that.
And I'm trying to mod the graphics. Ooh.
I remember you were saying something about that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got the programs, and I've downloaded a lot of the SLP files.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what they're called. I don't know what that stands for.
Oh, maybe it's a way they like just texture files, pretty much.
Sort of, but like they can only be opened with like a custom program.
Whoa.
Yeah, I wish I could just open them up in Photoshop, but nope, that'd be too easy.
Real game artists don't use Photoshop
Yeah,
apparently.
I wonder what program they actually used to make this game, because it's old and the program is kind of like I mean, the program works
well,
well.
the engine, the
but-
game engine you're referring to.
Yeah, I wonder what they
Yeah.
made it.
Well, isn't there usually a big old splash screen when you turn on the game?
I guess it's Microsoft. I don't know.
Microsoft Game Studio. Microsoft, the Microsoft engine.
Ensemble
I don't-
Studios. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know if you talked about it, but did you see like StarCraft 2? The people like remade Warcraft 3 in its engine.
Yeah, I saw they redid StarCraft 1 and Warcraft all. It's like literally in StarCraft 2 engine. Yeah, I saw that, and you could get it on the arcade.
I think it's still being worked on.
Oh, it is? I remember you could get in the arcade StarCraft 1 and then Warcraft. I remember that a while ago, but I also saw someone recreated League of Legends or Dota, and well, of course they remade Dota and StarCraft, right? Because it's only not that much different from Warcraft, I guess. Still an RTS, there's still models in there, and you still can make waves and stuff.
Yeah.
Still make them creeps. Oh, so you've been enjoying Age of Empires then? Man,
Oh,
you've been playing that so much.
Well, yeah, I like that.
It's
game.
like me and Kingdom Rush.
They're similar, kind of.
I
With
guess tower
towers.
defense,
Yeah.
RTS. Your
Oh.
overhead view of the whole map, pretty much. Why
Yeah,
not?
kind of.
They're totally the
They're
same
both
thing.
medieval.
They're
so-
both medieval.
Yeah, I like the campaigns, like the expansion, the Forgotten Empires. The campaigns are really, really good, and I just like playing them. And
You
they're
know,
real
that's-
detailed. They do a lot with like simple shapes and stuff, and I'm like, wow.
You know, if I gotta say that one thing about those other RTSs that, like, especially historical ones like Age of Empire, they do always usually do a good job on the campaigns because, well, they're never going to be like an esport level like StarCraft 2. So it's like, well, we might as well make a great campaign.
People do esports for Age of Empires, and they do pretty amazing jobs with like predicting their opponent's moves and
And
reaction
reading, getting the
times
head
and
of
stuff.
of their opponent.
Yeah, I'm not very good at multiplayer. I'm very bad at it, actually.
But can you beat that AI?
I can beat the AI with cheat codes.
With the cheat code, starting off with like
With
extra
the Cobra
resources.
car just to hold down the fort while I'm trying to do something else.
Oh, that's hilarious. Hilarious. What have I been playing? Well, I've been playing some Kingdom Rush still. I almost got the game beat. Starting off on really hard is actually harder because you don't learn the map beforehand. And then just go into it. That's what's nice about when you like play a campaign through normal and then you go back and play on higher difficulty. Since you already know what to do, like you can handle it better. So playing that. I've been playing Monster Hunter. I got Monster Hunter last week Monday. You know what? It's really big struggle for me to get over the controls. I really don't like the controls, but it is something that I'm getting used to. And I think once I get over that hurdle and I start not to care as much, I think it'll be a great experience. Because I really don't like the controls. It hinders me so much. Now I don't know if this is just a great sword thing. Like, have you ever great sword on any of the portables before? Crazy peeps.
Yeah, I played Greatsword a little bit on
Yeah.
like, PSP. But
Maybe it's just me who's I'm just going from consoles literally to even on the PSP games. I at least had like a console like layout. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So maybe it's just me having just I need to get over it. That might just be it. This is where Monster Hunter's going. That way you're never going to see it. Hell, like I said, I'd be happy if it was on the Wii U. I would have bought a fucking Wii U.
Wow.
I almost did for the last Monster Hunter that came out on the Wii U.
You think they will eventually move that over to the, put it on the Wii U?
You know what?
or-
I think
they did with 3, so
Yeah, wasn't 3 like the only one?
Yeah.
On a console?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, because then the next generation was the Wii U. Yeah, there wasn't even one before that. So, fuck. I'm hoping. I can only hope.
No, Monster Hunter 3 was on Wii. And then Monster Hunter 3 Wii U.
So maybe that next Nintendo Fusion console. Monster Hunter 5 Fusion? What if they fuse Wyverns in the fight? Where you could... Oh, my God, that'd be weird. I wonder if that's actually what they'll call the new system. Who knows? I think that would be an interesting name.
What the console is supposed to like have a piece come off.
I'm referring to like I don't know. Was it a year ago? We kind of I don't know if you remember, Elena. We talked about it like a year ago. They patented the whole idea of having a console, a little handheld that you plug into a dock and then it's as powerful as a console.
Oh.
That whole idea. They patented that, and then it was patented under like the name Fusion. So people were rumored that would be the next console. Remember that?
Sort of, vaguely.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about.
I think there's a kind of juice called a fusion, so they probably can't take that name.
Well, trademarks are... Well, was it a patent? It was a patent, yeah. But I think if patents are anything like trademarks, it should only be for like the... No, I think patents are just generally for general ideas. I don't know. I'm not a legal guy. I'm going to step away from that right now because I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I mean, if they would have stuck with Nintendo Revolution over the Wii, that would have been better.
God, I still am salty about that. I thought the Revolution was a cool name, and it's like, okay, it's a Wii.
The Wii. Oh wait, you thought the original Wii was going to call it the Revolution?
Yeah, that's what the project name was called.
Oh.
That's what everyone thought it would be called. I also remember the Boomerang controller.
Oh yeah.
Was this early Wiimote?
No,
Oh,
it was
that was
back
for
before
PlayStation.
PlayStation 3 came out. They had a Boomerang. A lot of the promotions have had a Boomerang controller,
Oh.
and then they just switched back to normal.
Yeah, PlayStation. They've always had the same looking controller.
At least the PS4's finally got a different controller.
Oh, they do.
I mean,
With that light thing on it, I guess.
I mean,
it's slimmer. I like
Oh,
the
it is.
grip on it,
Ooh, grippier.
and
Good.
the touchscreen obviously in the center there.
Mm-hmm.
It's comfortable.
What else have I been playing? I've also played some Mount Your Friends yesterday. Crazy Peepers joined me with that. That was hilarious.
Eli was there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't.
That's true.
Eli's face was okay. I really liked. I really liked your face. There's a feature in Mount Your Friends where you can add faces in. So we
Yeah,
added
see if
some
you can
photos. in
recreate your face right now on the camera.
No, I can't.
You just be like,
I'm older now. My hair is grayer.
And I think that's what it was.
I wasn't even making a face. I was just smiling.
I love
then,
everyone who's going to be listening to the audio only and we're making faces. They're not going to know what the faces we made.
that's
I
true.
made a cheeky face. I made a suck in my lip face or duck
Mm.
face. I guess that's what you call it. I don't know.
Then you're like real angry looking in yours. You're like,
I was like,
yeah, you were like,
yeah, I'm epic. Yeah.
I don't know what was going on.
I
Yes.
got a haircut. I'm pissed.
I got a haircut. I'm pissed. Yes, that's what I've been playing. What have you been playing, Elena?
Good story.
I have
Move
been.
along.
Let me guess. I'll say it. I should just get a soundboard for this. Sewing Simulator 2015 now.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's I got accepted into my 5th con for the start of the year, so I really haven't been playing a lot of games. So,
I'm gonna
We
put
must
GD.
Uh,
keep sewing.
but I have been messing around with the Assassin's Creed Unity app because I want to get Altair's costume for when I go back and finish Assassin's Creed Unity side quests and stuff. So I've just been messing around on that a little bit. It's just sending missions, the timed events that are really annoying, and I'm up to like a 36-hour stupid freaking mission. So taking me forever. It's
Yeah,
annoying
companion
me. I don't
apps.
like these.
At least
Yeah.
that companion app has a point. Like I heard people were talking about the Evolve companion app recently, and how it was actually kind of worth it if you're into Evolve, because it's good enough on its own where it's not like it's not an amazing game from what I hear, but it's something that's like can
Right.
fill your void, and then you actually get some nice benefits from the real game. Do you like companion apps like that? Do you think that's a nice thing to have in nowadays gaming?
It's not bad. I mean, I wish the one that I had like more puzzles because it did have like an actual in-game element for itself too. You got to find the glyphs on the buildings, and you had like an in-game eagle vision by tapping the screen, and they gave you a 3D model of a building, and you had to search for the things
Mhm.
before your eagle vision ran out. And it gave you a certain amount of glyphs to find in every puzzle and a certain amount of eagle visions that you were limited. So it was a challenge, and it was fun, but I mean, they only lasted me a couple of days to get through those, and then it was all just waiting for the freaking missions to go through. And it was just kind of annoying. I do wish that we had, like, challenge options for the maps and stuff. That'd be fun. Because the puzzles, I did really like them. I love puzzles like that. Just stupid little things that call my attention for probably longer than normal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, companion apps can be fun. I think they're definitely more for the hardcore fan bases. I mean, they're not gonna, unless you really want everything in the game, they're not really gonna enhance your experience much.
Yeah,
But-
my whole view about it is I like the companion apps that are good enough on their own right. Like if it's a puzzle game or it's I don't know. Let's say if it's a puzzle game, or let's say it's some kind of weird tower defense game, or maybe some like maybe like some kind of rhythm unlock type of game or quick time event thing that unlocks stuff for you in the actual game. Like so it's like if you bought this game, here's a companion app that'll add a little bit more to your experience to make you fill out your $60 experience. I like that stuff. When it's like
Yeah.
like I know like Maverick was talking about how in like Dead Rising when that came out, you had you could call in like airstrikes or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smart glass.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
that's cool and
But it
all.
was same thing with Destiny too. They
Yeah.
had the app where you can check out your inventory, your glimmer. Just I mean, there wasn't much to do in it. I mean, you would get like the updates from what's the name of the company that made
Bethesda?
Destiny?
Bungie.
Oh, Bungie.
Bungie,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
Oh,
like
that's
company. What the hell are you
terrible.
talking about? Oh yeah, Bungie.
But yeah, Bungie. You'd get the updates from them and what's going on in the world of Destiny and stuff. So
That's true. That's actually a second aspect of what I like. Now, the other thing I would like is that if it's a companion app, well, then it'll literally become a companion app, like in that situation, where
World
it's
event
just
in
an
the moon,
extension
5
of it.
minutes.
Like the Call of Duty stuff was interesting back in the day. Like I wasn't actually. I think you could still do all that, right? What was it called? Call of Duty. It was like an app you could get on your Xbox and everything, and you could run stuff, and then it would work on your phone. You could change your loadouts
Oh.
on the go, and then if you came home, your loadout would be ready there to go.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like that stuff is I don't necessarily. I do like those things, but it would have to be a game where it would make sense. Like a big game like Call of Duty, that's actually kind of a nice feature if you think about it. Because then you can meet. Let's say you're meeting up with your buddies at a college level type schooling, or maybe even high school, and you guys can talk about it at school. We'll change our loadouts and try this, and you're ready. When you get home, you're ready to go. So stuff like that's pretty cool. Is there anything else you guys like to see for companion apps? I don't know. Not really. That's about all. That's all I would really want from them. I don't want them to be like such a necessary thing.
Well,
just like an added bonus.
Are most of them free?
I don't know anyone that you have to pay for. There probably is. Trust me, there's probably one out there that's a companion app you got to pay for, but I'm pretty sure all of them are free.
Well, yeah, I thought they would be. I know that I paid for the premium one so I paid it was only $2.50, which I had no idea paying. No problem paying. It got you like the best assassins. So I mean, I think they're good, especially if they're free. I didn't know if there was any charge. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words now.
That's fine.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah,
I
blah,
can't
blah.
talk anymore. Okay,
Yes.
you got my point.
Yes, that's the point. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about them companion apps. And Eli's like, oh, fuck companion apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, fuck them. All right, let's move on to some little bites then before we get into some news of the week. We have some local gaming news, believe it or not. Local Buffalo. The mayor announces a challenge to game developers and technology enthusiasts.
And designers.
Yeah, designers and technology enthusiasts. So I'm going to attempt to read this all correctly. Mayor Byron Brown is pleased to announce the mayor's senior computer game design competition. The the serious game computer game designer competition will encourage. The serious. Whoa. All right, so it's called the Mayor's Serious? No way, I have to be reading this wrong. Yes, it is. Okay.
Maybe we should just try and summarize it.
Yeah. Yes. Will you be able to pretty much it's all for Buffalo area, and the idea is to take those cool skills you have and to build up a portfolio of it and stuff like that. Let's see. Enthusiasts use their creative design in video games and make it about a video game about Buffalo. The game was supposed to teach us the employable skills and respected by diversity while building a flourishing city, and the top winner competitor will get $5,000 in prize.
Hey, that's cool. I hope the mayor judges it.
That would be really cool.
What if he knows anything about games? Probably
Yeah,
not.
that's
why it would make him the best judge.
It'll be March 20th to the 22nd, so that's like pretty much it's a game jam. Let's be honest. That's like a 2-day. That's a 48-hour game jam. Like that's literally what that is. It'll be held at Buffalo Game Space. So make sure you guys check that out for more details. I will drop it into the chat room.
It's gonna be based on Buffalo.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, it's Buffalo themed stuff?
Yeah, it's just Buffalo themed. It's supposed to be Buffalo themed.
Let's make a Buffalo themed Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
How about
That's been my dream for a while. I remember when we were predicting back in the day around the Vice City
direction.
Whoa.
When I
What
took
are you doing?
I hate ads that autoplay.
They autoplay on the show.
I hate that stuff.
So if it's gonna be based in Buffalo, could we get a game become Bruce Almighty?
I don't know. Assuming that won't infringe upon copyright, that should be all good.
Did someone have some cat aggro?
All right, so let's see. Designers will have 2 days to create. Yeah, create the most innovative, serious game concept and design in round 1. The finalists will receive cash prizes, advances for the next round. First prize, second prize, blah blah blah. They'll take it in. Oh, round 2 will take place in April. So this is only round 1.
Oh,
Whoa. So
And then they'll have to just present their game to the panel of judges. And then the grand prize will win $5,000.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's actual rules and competition details on the Buffalo site, which is what I clicked, and then that stupid ad thing played.
I hate that.
Which is an ad for Buffalo, so it's just a video. It's not even like an ad. It's actually just a video player they have on, so your ad block doesn't block that shit. Hate that. Hate
Yeah.
that. Well, this is interesting. I'm actually seeing, one of the things I was very interested in when Buffalo Game Space was doing its Kickstarter. I thought, well, you know what? This is actually a fucking amazing idea. Buffalo has a low cost of living. We're in desperate need of new type of jobs and different types of people to start living here. What's the biggest problem about being all the game developers being in fucking San Francisco? And we know what that is, Eli. The fucking cost of living there is fucking so high. So what happens, you get the Double Fine situation where they go, oh, this game on early access that you gave us all this money for? Yeah, sorry. It's not cost effective to keep doing this. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for giving us money. Goodbye. So, I think this is a great promotion for Buffalo and great for gaming, too, because if we can get more indie developers here, they could probably get their games done because the cost of living and rental is all so much cheaper here.
Oh yeah, you get like a whole house for not that much. Make that your studio.
You could, yeah.
Like this place.
You have
This
to get
town.
over the weather though. We are having a rough winter.
Oh yeah, the winter stinks.
Yeah, that's.
You can go back to San Francisco.
I don't like. Oh, we can't. Can you imagine? What if Phil Fish came here?
We beat him up.
We fry. He'd be like, "What's a beer battered fish fry?" That'd been hilarious. What do you guys think about this? I don't know. You guys digging this?
I think it's pretty neat, man. I mean, it's brings more, you know, gaming culture,
Yeah.
diversity in Buffalo, and like you said, you know, maybe you could bring some more indie developers to come to Buffalo, and you know, put Buffalo on the map in the gaming world.
Yeah, that would be cool. And if our convention center is small, but maybe we could get like a medium-sized convention here too. That'd be cool. We could never be his level of PAX, but yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, boys and girls?
You need to go to the Hamburg Fairgrounds and I heard that place is much bigger than.
Oh, yeah.
The convention. I've never been there. Wait, no, I went to an RV show there.
I've been there for the fair.
The fair.
Yeah,
Which fair?
the fair, the standard fair that comes every year.
The
I don't
Erie
know.
County Fair.
The Erie County Fair, yeah,
Oh,
that. I don't know, that's what it's called. I call it the fair. Doesn't everyone have a fair in their county that comes around? I think everybody in the U.S. does.
Yeah.
Next little bite, Bethesda's E3 conference. So on their Bethesda's blog, they announced that they will actually have a full-blown press conference at E3 this year.
Fallout.
Yeah, that's literally what people said.
yes.
That's what they literally said. People were like, "Hey, you know, if they're gonna do a whole press conference, then they might as well announce Fallout."
They have to.
Actually, it would make
Not do
sense.
it.
You know why I think it makes sense? Because they just launched the last thing with like in terms of Elder Scrolls. They just did the online thing, and if they're gonna announce a new game, that's gonna take away all the funder from what funder they have left with the Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be too early for another Elder Scrolls game. But yeah, I think
Well,
you
it
guys are
would
right.
probably most likely be console only this time, right? They wouldn't go for just online. I mean, they're going for back to like they're trying to do something like Skyrim again, right? I would hope so.
I think
at
it's
least.
Fallout. I don't think it's.
You don't think it's going to be another?
No, I think
Elder
it's going to be
Scrolls?
Fallout.
Well,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I'm with you guys. It's going to be
There's a lot
Fallout.
of hype
Elder
for
Scrolls
Fallout.
Online, then they would work on expansions first.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Try
think
and
they're.
salvage it.
But didn't
you know,
that kind of fall flat though when it came out? Like,
Yeah, they just
you
went
know?
3 to play not too long ago.
yeah.
Well, no, you pay for the game and then you're good. So I guess it's not free to
That's
play.
not free. That's paying for the game.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think you're right, crazy peeps. They're gonna do I think they're going the Guild Wars route at this point. And even then, you know what? I think they're gonna close down before they get out there. Like maybe they even get up to 2 expansions.
So Fallout, man.
I hope
That'd
they
be
don't
pretty
ruin
neat.
Fallout. I hope it stays single player. I know a lot of people want a multiplayer
Fallout
Fallout.
Online.
I think that would be not good.
Yeah,
That'd be bad
no.
because it's supposed to be like desolate. You're supposed to be like the only one.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want a bunch of like
They should do
bald
Fallout.
boys jumping around or whatever.
The Fallout under the sea. You know, something like
Kind of like Bioshocky.
Like Bioshock. You know, open world under the sea. Bioshock.
Oh, if they go to the Commonwealth, that's like probably where they're gonna go in new Fallout game because they're always like alluding to this place, the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So that might be under the sea. It always seems kind of watery wherever that is.
Watery.
Mhm.
Gotta show off them water effects.
They have water there. They have clean water, but they also might all be cyborgs. So it's,
What? Fallout
Yeah.
doesn't have clean water. That world looks dirty as fuck.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like Elysium. They just got a floating city in the sky.
I called that Cloud City when I saw that. Cloud City. Hey, Star Wars.
I just called it Halo.
Yeah, it was more of a Halo.
Halo. Yeah, so that's my prediction. And, you know, they must have a lot to show off besides
Oh, yeah.
Fallout if they're going to do a whole press conference. Who dropped out? Oh, Nintendo. That's why there's a spot open.
Oh,
Do you ever see? Because the way E3 works is if you don't, like, pay, like, a lot of reasons why the big, like, publishers who, like, keep their booth even if they have a year where there's really nothing coming out. Because if you, like, don't keep your booth and keep showing and showing up, you can lose your booth.
oh.
So I'm guessing since Nintendo dropped off, well, they got a lot more space now for another fucking press conference.
Sweet.
So there's that.
Because Nintendo just does everything with that direct video.
That is, yeah, you know what? I think that's going to work out best for Nintendo. Because you know what? E3, at the end of the day, it's all about, it's more than just gaming audience that watches E3. There's, like, general audiences, too. You know, at this point, I think Nintendo is never going to get as big as Sony or Microsoft because, you know, they're a game company first. They're not. I don't think they're ever going to make devices that are going to be on par with PlayStation or Xbox because that's just not their thing. They don't care about, you know, playing
Sure.
the next Blu-ray disc, whatever it's going to
Yeah.
be called, and all
but
that
then
stuff.
they say they're gonna stop like more toward the target audience of casual? Like, aren't they gonna try and be more? Like, didn't they say they were gonna?
They
drop
did say they were
casual?
going to invest in making more types of games and expanding into the mobile market. Yes.
I can
Yeah.
see that happening. I hope they come up with.
Well,
some
they
new
did. They released
IPs.
the like this year, like towards the end of last year, they released their first free to play game. They started extending the merchandise like fucking crazy. I think everyone bought up those Monopoly versions of like fucking Legend of Zelda or whatever it was. I saw people post Facebook posters about, like, hey, we got our new Monopoly.
You hear they're gonna make the Super Mario Brothers movie too?
That's
You know what?
exciting.
There was some rumors that popping up about that. So you know what?
No.
Everybody.
No,
will
I
just
don't
be
think they
old.
will.
Ew.
I don't think they will. I think we got to give it a couple more years. So,
I wouldn't do it.
what else do we expect from Bethesda, though? Let's see. We've got Elder Scrolls, Fallout. What else did they make?
They have another game.
Didn't they make? Did they make? They make?
Did they do Bard's Tale?
Dishonored.
They did just do Dishonored.
Yeah.
They did the Evil Within too, didn't they?
Yep.
Oh.
They did. So, actually, Rage is under here too. I didn't know Rage
I
was
didn't
their
know they
game.
did that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know they made that. Oh yeah, because they teamed up with id. What the
Yeah.
fuck is id doing nowadays? Fuck, I think they're gonna sit back and just say, "Well, we're gonna make engines the rest of our lives." They're like, "Fuck making games."
They good at that?
Yeah, they made They've been making fucking engines forever. Quake, man, did you not play Quake?
Like
was-
Doom.
Oh, whatever. Next little bite. What's the next one, Elias?
The next one is Battlefront rumors.
Yeah.
Battlefront rumors. Now, did you hear anything about this, Crazy Peep?
No.
No, you did. Well, some rumors popped out. Now, this came from a Star Wars fan site. So, again, this is super rumors. So, some of the things is the story of Battlefront campaign will span pretty much across the entire Star Wars saga from now to probably up to The Force Awakens is the first rumor that popped out of there. Next thing the site is claiming that the Battlefront will feature segments in which you play both as good guys, the Old Republic, Rebellions, and the bad guys, Separatists and Empire, which, you know what, honestly, that's not such a big claim because that's kind of what the last game was. You could do all the levels. For Clone Wars and up to the Revenge of the Sith and everything like that, too. Next claim they are making is the majority of the campaign will take place during the original trilogy era. All the battles and set pieces you expect will be playable. They're probably like Hoth. Yeah, we all know Hoth's going to be on there. I'm pretty sure we know about that.
That's the icy one.
Yeah. And there'll be some tie, and they also claim there'll be some tie-ins to the new movie in the campaign. Which again, I don't think this is very surprising. So far, none of these rumors are like, oh, they're not going so far in the box where they could be wrong. Next, for both the Republic and the Empire sections, you will be playable characters appearing in The Force Awakens. Again, more stuff like that. EA and DICE was allowed into Pinewood Studios for a few days to scan and capture props, sets, and etc. A lot of interesting claims. The scale of multiplayer will be absolutely massive. They're claiming up to 64 players for each side.
wow.
Each
Boy.
side. So what is that total? 64 times 2. That's what?
128.
28.
128?
Yep.
So all those NPCs we were killing, they're going to be people.
Whoa.
What do you think about that claim, Crazy Peeps? What do you think? Would you be interested in that? I don't know if I'd be interested in that. I think like 16 versus 16 is enough because you kind of want those NPCs to fill it out.
Maybe
So,
there will
like,
be NPCs. as
So
well.
you know,
Yeah, but I just like, is any game that high in multiplayer right now?
Battlefield.
Battlefield's that high?
Battlefield is that high to my knowledge. I think you can have 64 versus 64 in Battlefield.
Wasn't Mag pretty big too?
Yeah, Mag, you could have up to like 240. It failed.
Yeah, it did.
It didn't last very long. It was so niche, you know. Not
Yeah.
many. I think 64 versus 64.
Like I just,
That's as high as you probably
A
want
lot
to
of
go.
people.
I don't want latency issues to ruin a game.
Well, Battlefield holds up pretty well, and it's gonna be like the Frostbite engine and shit. So that's probably why they're claiming this, because the Battlefield game could do that, and if it's gonna be the same engine, then
Maybe they expect not all 64 or not all 128 people will be in like the same sort of chunk at once, and it will process it based on how far away people are or something.
yeah, they better have
I
a
think
good
they
NAT
can do it
code.
like
I
that.
agree. But I was actually interested in the claim you were saying there, Eli. I think you're right. Maybe not only will we have these, but will they have the NPCs along with this high number count? My guess is no.
What? You don't think so?
No, I think if they're going to go for that high number count, then it'll fill up. But I bet if you had a lower number count, like you probably could still set like rooms to like 16 players.
Oh.
I bet then NPCs will fill it up. So
That'd be cool.
Okay. Next thing they're claiming here, there will be a hero system in place.
Jar Jar Binks.
You accumulate points, and then you unlock the hero, just like Battlefront 2, pretty much, they're describing it. The downloadable content plan for the game is extremely aggressive. Expect 5 DLC packs for the game and season passes and all that stuff, which is I'm also kind of not a bold claim because that's just the way the trend is. The game ships will with several forces. Okay, the game will ship with several the Force Awakened characters already, and they won't be DLC. Also, you'll have new versions of the X-Wing to use in space, which again kind of makes sense. Tons of new vehicles they claim. And then there was a checklist that the department heads can go through to see what has been completed, and then they have a list of the checklist here. They got like Hoth Episode 6, Endor, Coruscant, so the Yavin. So I'm pretty sure these are all going to be maps. That's probably true.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do the whole like space battle and land battle all at the same time.
I think they've got. Oh, you mean like?
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Like
And
when
you
they
could like fly down from the space.
yeah, how they showed in
and-
that alpha footage that got this will pretty much stop.
Would you like that if it was seamless, or would you like it if you did that and then transferred into a loading screen?
Lots of loading
If there's gonna
screens.
be
That'd fun.
128 players, then there's more room.
You know, I kind of like that idea, and I totally forgot that they were promoting that on some of the early footage before the project got scrapped.
Yeah.
So, you know, I hope they do bring that over because that would be really interesting. I like the idea of you could do the space battle, and then you fly in. Hell, you could do like fucking 2-wave battles. Like first you had to defeat the space, and then you know how in the one campaign in the second game you had to do that space and then go to Earth. Well, now it could just be seamless.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if the space battle affected the ground battle. So it's like whoever's winning up in space. I don't know, like
Yeah, it could affect the reinforcement count maybe.
Yeah.
All right, that could be interesting. Yeah, that would be cool.
I would like that.
Yeah, so those are the Battlefront rumors. None of them claims are severe, other than maybe you could say that the Force Awakens stuff will be in it, which is kind of cool. Next, their new Ratchet and Clank game. It's pretty much on the Insomniac Games. They do a whole thing about, yeah, we've been a game developer for over 12 years, blah, blah, blah. We think it's time for a new Ratchet and Clank game. That's literally, they said a lot more, but that was the gist of it.
Oh, okay.
So they're saying expect a new Ratchet and Clank game by the end of this year or next year. You think, I'm not too surprised, but here's the funny thing, guys. Do you think it's a movie game, or do you think they're actually making a new Ratchet?
That's what
Thing
I
I
was
thought
gonna
was,
say.
oh, it's a movie game. They're gonna make the game off the movie, which is based off a game. Wouldn't that be nuts? Because what game is that? What Street Fighter game is that? There was a game on like the Genesis or something, where it was a Street Fighter game based off of the live action Street Fighter movie.
It was on the Saturn, Sega Saturn.
Was it Saturn?
Yep.
That game, I think it's gonna be one of those situations. That would be hilarious. Hilarious. Next, which is, I was debating putting this in news of the week. Kanye West is making a video game.
Heard about that.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Oh,
what-
you know what? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna risk copyright infringement here, and I'm gonna play the
jeez.
I'm gonna play the part of the clip.
Okay.
I'm not gonna show it, but I'll play the audio, and then it's muted.
A video game for only one. And the idea.
Pretty quiet.
Oops. I'm going to actually restart that from the beginning. We'll bump it up a bit here.
Oh, is Elena muted?
Generation. So right now I'm working on a video game for only one. And the idea is it's my mother going through the gates of heaven, and you got to bring her to the high by holding her to the light. And we've been working on it for like 6 months. So
Is that why you kept the lights low at the Grammy? 'Cause that was the first time you performed. You thought you might.
So yeah, so it's a game where you have to deliver his mom into higher gates levels of heaven.
I wonder if you can send her the other way just for fun.
No, I want to know what the microtransactions would be in that game. Buy $20 Kanye dollars to get my mother up to the next level.
With his
I bet you
giant head.
$100.
Maybe like a Flappy Bird kind of thing. Going
Dude,
up,
that's
you
what
know
I
I'm saying?
think. I think
Going
you're
to the
totally
pearly
right.
gates.
I think you're totally right, Maverick. I think it's literally going to be a mobile game where you either tap to bring her up, or you had to. It might be a little more complicated. You get special powers to make her boost up quicker, and that's why I think the Kanye dollars will come in.
It'd be like Sonic Jump Fever, but with his mom.
Yeah, that's my prediction right fucking there, and I totally agree with you, Maverick. Totally.
Be like
That's
Mortal
what it's gonna
Kombat,
be.
Where the guy will randomly show up on screen. Toasty.
Toasty.
Kanye will pop up by, hey.
I'm gonna let you finish playing my game, but first you gotta buy some Kanye dollars because Beyonce did it great this year. That would have been
He'll
hilarious.
probably interrupt the game while you're playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. That would be totally.
How would you
awesome.
like to rate this game?
You can buy $20 Kanye dollars if you don't want to rate the game.
That's true, you could, but I'd rate the game then.
Great the game. Next final little bite here is PlayStation Vita celebrates its birthday. 22nd of February is when it came out. And PlayStation did a nice little post on their blog here. And there's some games are getting discounted. Angry Birds Star Wars is now going down to $14 instead from $40. You can pay $9 your PS PlayStation Plus.
Still don't know why it's so expensive on a console.
Yeah, I don't know
Angry
either.
Birds game?
The other, let's see, there's a lot of, I'll drop the link to the blog post in the chat room. I'm trying to see if there's any other actual notable games that are discounted here. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, that's down to $15. Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles, that's going to go down to $9. Some Dragon Ball Z games. Earth Defense Force 2017 Portable, $20. Buy that.
I'm going to get that.
Yeah, buy that. Actually, you have a Vita. You need something to play on it.
Well,
I thought your Vita got broken.
No. It was
Monster Mon Piece. Okay, guys, that was the game I was talking about where you had to masturbate your Vita.
What?
Because it's a card game where there's like girls and monster
I'm not
cute
getting that
outfits.
game. I'm
You need to
sorry.
buy
It sounds
buy
really
it.
good though.
It sounds really good. Yeah, buy it.
Wait, so like
I'd rather just buy
you
a
shook
shake
the
weight.
thing?
Use something you can do in the game where
Press it.
you use the back touchscreen. You do this,
Oh, you
and
rub
then
back.
she gets all like the girl characters get all flush like oh,
Oh,
and I think you
God.
get something from it. It's not like you just touch
Just
them.
like real life though.
Yeah, just like real life. Jack and Dexter collection, Jet Set. There's like over 20 games here.
nice.
Last notable one I think is Oddworld Munch's Odyssey HD. That's nice. So yeah, a lot of worth stuff. I dropped the link in the chat room. If you guys are interested in figuring out those deals. Happy birthday,
cool.
PlayStation Vita. What do you think, Pat? It would have been like 2 years, 3? No, it's been longer than that. Hasn't it been like 3 years?
I can't even recall.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out right now. PlayStation Vita. So has it been a good run so far? You think?
Like there are some good games on it. Like Soul Sacrifice, I enjoyed playing Soul Sacrifice. The only thing was, out of all my group of friends, I'm the only one that has a Vita, so I have no one to play with. Well,
Yeah.
except playing online, but
With creeps.
If you so the standard release date for the standard Vita was the February 22nd, 2012.
4 years.
3 years.
Oh.
4 years would be 2016.
learn.
Yeah, the biggest thing I've seen is that apparently the Vita is super popular in Japan and not popular in America. But the system is more popular here than in Japan, which is the full-blown PlayStation 4. So, yeah. There was a first edition PlayStation Vita that came out on the 15th of February in North America. So I guess if you
I
want to
do
count.
use my Vita every now and then just for remote play with the PS4.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And that's Little Bites. So let's get into some news of the week, boys and girls.
It's time for gaming news!
That seemed a little louder.
So, Square Enix offers Gex, Fear Effect, and Anachronox? Chronox?
Anachronox, I think is how it
Chronox.
says. I think that's how
IPs.
it's said.
Out for developers to pitch on. Square Enix Collective has made 3 fondly remembered Eidos IPs available for developers to pitch on Gex, Fear Effect, and Anachronox. Interested studios will be able to suggest ideas based in any one of those 3 universes.
All right, so I was reading over this stuff a little bit more detail. Like they have like the terms and conditions. All right, so here's how this is how it's gonna work. So you have to first have an idea, pitch it to them, and then if they like and then if they're gonna put it up for a fan vote. So then if the people, the fans on their forums or whatever like what it likes, then at that point you then have to kickstart your own game. And then from there they're going to accept 5% of the Kickstarter money, and then they will publish the game and entail all those fees. But they will not help you. They will oversee your game, but they won't help you make it. So I thought that was kind of shitty that they're like, well, yeah, here's some games. We don't want to take the risks on them. So how about you guys come up with some ideas and go to Kickstarter? Like, that was my only problem I had with this. So now that that's out of the way, I think it's kind of cool that they're putting this up to have some ideas out there. Because, if they're not going to be willing to take the risk, then fuck it. I agree with them. Put it out there. Let's see what the indies can do with it.
Yeah.
Gex would be really cool. I don't know, any of these games you guys would be interested to see make a comeback?
Yes, I've played Gex.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice to see like a 2D Gex game. 2D side-scroller.
Especially if they're indie developers,
Yeah,
they might
I
go
think
back
that'd
to
be
be like, let's do a
pretty neat. Let's do
2D platform.
like an 8-bit Shovel Knight.
Yeah, because it was a
Gex.
3D platformer, if I remember correctly.
I was thinking something more along like Gex doing like Sly Cooper.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty sweet too.
Kind of like take out the Sly Cooper type of angle.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Was the game? I never played the original. I've heard about it, and I actually no. I think I did play it once. Was it all about being sneaky?
Kind of like Crash Bandicoot, I guess.
Yeah, just a 3D. It's pretty much like a standard 3D platformer with this cool character.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, like I said before, I'm glad that it's happening because we could see some old games return. I still think it's kind of shitty that they're not willing to, pay for anything. Well, they will do some publishing stuff, so they're not like they're not paying for anything. But I would like to see if they would have put more backing behind it. It just sucks. It just shows you how the state of games now is. Like these developers, they're not even willing to like take big risks anymore. Like Nintendo is. I would debate that Nintendo's the only company taking risks.
Yeah.
Because fuck, Bayonetta wouldn't even fucking happened. Bayonetta 2, I mean, wouldn't have happened if Nintendo didn't step in. Like, yeah, make it exclusive for us, and we'll give you the last bit of money. Same thing with like Tomb Raider. Apparently, that's why it's only coming back because Xbox is willing to shell out some money. So.
I wish Warner Brothers would do this for Battle for Middle Earth.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Man, I just wish game developers would take the risk and make mid-sized games again. Like we had a lot of those in the PlayStation 1, 2 era, and even Xbox original era, because game developers made mid-sized games because they're at that point in history where it was a lot of money to make a game, but it wasn't millions of dollars. It was like maybe $1 million or $2 million.
Well, that's because the graphics weren't as good.
Yeah, well, that is a factor of it. Yeah,
'cause
tech
now
has
you
changed.
spend a lot of
The
time
tech they have to
making
invest in to have
textures and
decent
bitmaps.
graphics. And believe it or not, the common person, not just the hardcore gamer, believe it or not, they do care about graphics. Like most
Really?
general gamers who just like maybe play one game a year, maybe two, they believe it or not do care about graphics. That's why Call of Duty always has to step it up, because if they don't, they know they're not going to be competitive, and that means people are going to want to buy the game. It is a sad truth. That is how it works.
That's why they gotta hire Kevin Spacey and John Malkovich,
Saving John Malkovich.
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Yeah, the Zombies mode. They have Bill Paxton as a playable
Yeah.
character. John Malkovich, and it's just funny hearing them say one-liners as you kill
Wasn't
zombies.
it was Sarah Michelle Gellar was in that too, wasn't she?
Think-
That
The
was,
Call of Duty one.
Yeah, I think that was Black Ops. No. Yeah, I think
Yeah, that was a game that
DLC
had-
with the Black Ops 2. They had Sarah Michelle Gellar, Danny Trejo.
Yeah, Danny Trejo. That was,
Yeah.
Cool.
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey. Who was Mickey Rourke? I don't remember.
The
Mickey.
wrestler.
You ever seen Slither? Never seen Slither. He's an actor basically.
Wait, is Slither the one where the little worm things
Oh, you know what?
infect
It wasn't
people?
even
and-
Mickey Rourke.
Oh.
It was what's his name? I can't remember his name.
I know they had what's his name? The guy who plays Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, they had
Freddie Cougar.
Robert.
Robert Englund. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
other one.
But the
yeah.
other guy he played in I don't know if any of you guys seen Walking Dead. He played Merle in The Walking Dead. Daryl's brother.
I don't know his name, but I know exactly who that is.
Okay, that was him.
He's,
Cool stuff.
he's not that famous.
Michael
so his
Rooker.
name- Is that his name?
That's his name.
Oh, okay.
Is that the
Yeah,
one
so
with the
hopefully we can.
crossbow?
Hopefully other companies
Yeah,
like maybe
Daryl-
Sega will do something like this, because Sega's got like a whole back catalog of games they haven't released in like 20 fucking years. So that maybe Sega should do something like this too. That'd be cool.
Let
Would we
people
actually? Yeah,
make
that's
it.
the thing. Would you want other companies to start doing this, putting it out to indie developers,
Oh,
having
yeah,
them kickstart it, and that's just call it a day?
Yeah, as long as they have final say, like they don't want.
Yeah, that's, out of all this, what I love is like they say, even though they're putting up for a vote for their fan forums, they're still saying, "Well, we retain final decision." So it's like, why even?
Hopefully, final decision just means like make it or don't make it.
So if
That's what
people
they
vote
always
on
say.
the dick munching gex, that they won't be held legally to have to make that game. Yeah,
No,
probably why.
be something nice.
Gex, the dick munching lizard thing. I
Like-
think he was a lizard.
I got ruined my childhood.
I ruined your childhood.
Brings
I ruined your
back
childhood.
repressed memories.
Repressed childhood memories.
Yeah.
So sad. All right, so let's move on to our next news item here.
All right. Will Harmonix announce a new rock band at PAX?
Will they?
Come on, there we go. Sorry. That was
Over the course of the last couple of months, we've seen Harmonix poll fans of the series on what sort of follow-up they would like to see, and only just recently released suggestive DLC for Rock Band 3 after a 2-year hiatus. All signs pointed towards the millions of plastic guitars laying dormant in closets around the world, making their long-awaited return to the living room. Now it seems an even bigger clue that has been dropped as to when we'll see some sort of reveal. Yesterday, Penny Arcade revealed the roster of commemorative pin badges attendees as upcoming PAX East convention, with designs based on games from studios like Supergiant, the Behemoth Blizzard, and Harmonix.
Oh, yep, that's it.
So, would you guys... What do you guys think the chances of a rock band making a return in 2015?
It's gonna be hard.
I think it'd be pretty neat, man. I would love to play my guitar again.
Same.
You know, give me a reason to get the guys back together.
Yeah, like we were
Get the
joking
band
before the
back
show.
together.
We got to get the band. We got to get the band back together. I was the drummer. Apparently, Maverick was a drummer too.
I was a drummer. I also play the guitar. I like both. I mean, I was really good at the drumming though.
It was a message from God. We're getting the band back together.
Yeah. I personally think that you know what, now is the time, because right now the market for these instruments, here's the thing, even if it's just honestly, even if it comes out as a karaoke style business model, if that's the only way they can make money off of it, I'm fine with that, because I don't know how you're going to please everybody to get all their, because people are going to want the hundreds and thousands of dollars they paid on their old game. They want their songs to transfer over. I don't think you can live in a world where people can't get their old songs. So if they have to compromise, make a karaoke model where the game might be $40 and then you have to pay maybe... I think the way the karaoke model works, like there's a game on PS3 or 4. I don't remember which. I want to say it's PS3. No, it's 360. There's a karaoke game, believe it or not, and you pay like $20 for the night and you're good for like 24 hours. You have unlimited, or you can pay a monthly fee, or you can pay on song basis. Like that's how that karaoke game works. So if they adopt the model of like what that karaoke game does, I think that's going to be the only fair compromise they can come up with.
It'd be cool.
Because how would you guys really be willing to pay $60 for a game where you're not going to get all the songs from your DLC?
That would be not so hot.
Like that'd be fine for people coming into it, obviously. But if you spent thousands of dollars on Rock Band 3 and 2, you're going to be a little salty if they come out with a game and like, yeah, all those won't work. And there's no way they're going to be able. The licensing money alone would be so much, and it's not like it was a big fad back there that I did too. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I actually legitimately like it, but it was kind of a fad for a while, so I don't think they're gonna get like millions and millions of sales like they did last time. They're gonna there's a reason why they've hesitated. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say here. So even if we can just get a karaoke style game and then get new instruments, that would be good, because the market right now for instruments, I'd like to get like a new drum set that's used and maybe kind of working. It costs you like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
The market is just been like so tight with the getting old instruments.
Oh.
So I would have loved to get some new instruments. Do you still have any of your instruments, Pat?
I still have a few guitars and like the keyboard.
The drums. You don't have the drums, right?
No, I don't have the drums.
And they'll probably do the same thing you did with 3, where you can put any electronic drum set.
Well,
So.
I would just like this just because it's like all the new consoles and everything. Just it's like, oh, gotta unplug my PS4 and go back to PS3
Just to play Rock Band. Even if you just could get that convenience of just having something to play it, even if it isn't all your songs. Yeah, I'm going with that karaoke model. That's the only way they could do it.
They could have it where it's kind of not as good, where it's you import a song and the like insides of the game separate out the guitar and the lyrics and like the drums into different tracks and kind of estimate it a little bit.
You mean just import your own songs?
Yeah, and then like the game estimates.
There are a couple games like that out already. Could they adopt that model? I don't know.
It would work because if they can't get the rights to the old songs again.
So you're saying give up some of the actual charting that Harmonix does to make it more like playing the real song and just have it pop out the raw tracks?
Didn't Rocksmith do that?
Rocksmith kind of does that. It teaches you how to play guitar.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of like that. Yeah, but they have songs already. The same model like Rock Band was. You buy the game, and then it has already a good big clump of songs, and you could buy more songs. So I hope these rumors are true. I think now is the time. If they're gonna do it, they gotta do it now, because everyone's been clamoring for it, and we're desperately in need of new instruments. And hell, man, if they make some nicer instruments this time around,
Saxophones.
rock band now with saxophone.
Yeah, like
Rock
80s
band
rock.
classical.
Yeah. We need to get that violin up in there so we can play some
Violin,
Yellow Card
yeah.
songs
You know
more
what
accurately.
they should like once you buy a guitar, you buy just a regular guitar, right? And they should just continually come out with like different bodies for it.
Ooh.
You know, like just
So like
not-
you could take out the stock and then you could just
Yeah.
change the.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
that's a cool idea.
That'd be pretty neat, man.
You know that could be
Play a
be
big
way they
bass.
could make more money that way too.
Yeah.
Selling more stuff. What were you showing us, Eli?
Oh, like playing a bass. Where you like you're
Yeah.
doing-
Yeah, I actually like the aftermarket bass. Remember, you could get a bass with a double strum. I had that. I loved that. I hope they do a full bass again. That'd be cool. All right, moving on to our next news item, which is I shall be presenting this one. TwitchCon. The massively popular video game streaming site Twitch will launch its own convention this September in San Francisco. They announced this during the Twitch Weekly, and then they've shortly had a blog post right after Twitch Weekly was done airing. TwitchCon, something I think a lot of people are asking for, and actually, it's funny enough, they did a survey, I want to say before December of last year, where I filled it out. One of the questions was, if there was a TwitchCon, would you go to it? And I think a lot of people clicked yes. Because if they're willing to do this, that means a lot of people must click yes in the survey. I am super bomb diggity happy about this. I might make the trip to San Francisco to go do this.
Wow,
see
really?
this. I think I will.
You know where San Francisco is.
The other side of the country. And I was making fun of San Francisco people like
You
not
were.
too many shows ago.
In this very
yeah.
show.
Yeah, just because I don't want to be around San Francisco doesn't mean I want to go to a building in San Francisco that will hold a lot of people that I do care about that I think are cool.
Oh, it's a really nice city, I heard. You know, it's got nice buildings and
It's like
it's warm.
this building, good. My hotel, good. Everything else, F it.
Yeah, I feel. And they did say it will be very esports heavy and video game heavy
Makes
and just chilling heavy. Not really. They won't be like a PAX where there'll be board games and there'll be a whole D&D section. It's probably mostly gonna be esports centric. So
Cool.
I might go.
E-Force.
And it's in September too. So
It's in September.
September.
So we got
Remove
time
from
to
play
save
road
some money.
trip. Remove from
Yeah.
play road trip.
But you could drive to San Francisco?
I don't
You're
want to
gonna
take
have
the.
to.
I want to take the train personally. If I could take a train there,
Yeah.
I don't want to take a plane.
Sick of plane,
I
man.
hate
Come
flying.
on.
Take a cruise down the Panama Canal.
No, I don't like boats
Outside.
either. I don't like boats either. I like trains. Trains are the best form of transportation, in my opinion.
Eli, you
What?
need to rent a freaking I can't think of the name, but
Winnebago.
no, a construction vehicle excavator.
Excavator.
You're
Aw,
gonna make it your canal, go all the way to San Fran.
Oh, that's a good idea.
not a bad idea.
Just be like wide enough for people in a canoe to go down it.
I was gonna say kayak, but
Kayak.
okay.
We all should get in kayak.
Elena, would you be interested in going to TwitchCon?
I
I think
think she's
Elena's
still
been
gone.
muted the whole time.
Oh, yeah, you muted Elena? Oh, something's wrong.
No, she get that cat aggro or something like.
She got that cat aggro.
I don't know. She was saying
thought
no
that's
and
her
like
kid.
sounded like something spilt, and she just dropped.
Mhm. Well, we cannot hear you, Elena. Hopefully, I can figure something out here. I'll work magic somehow. All right. Well, she is connected, but maybe she's saying yes, Mac. I would love to go to TwitchCon. They
In a
probably don't
canoe.
have an artist alley, but I would probably love to go.
They might.
Read her lips.
Read her lips. I will read lips. She sent me a message. She said too far for her. No go. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it is kind of far, but fuck. Oh, God, I hate that they're doing it. Man, I want to go to it, though.
They should put it in like the middle of the country, like Colorado.
Well,
or
they'll see if it gets
something.
popular enough.
Yeah.
They'll probably do a Twitch,
Twitch
Prime
North,
and
Twitch
Twitch
South.
East. Yeah, yeah. They should get a studio on the East Coast, or a production house, or just something. Kind of like how YouTube has places everywhere. I think that's what they should do.
Oh.
And that's news of the week, boys and girls.
Yay.
Who knows? Maybe we'll go to some Twitch cons.
Oh, if we're in California, might as well hit up Legoland.
Oh, I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
to Legoland. It was fun.
Petition. Lena said petition for a second location in Chicago. Sure, why not? I would say, how about a second location in Buffalo?
Oh yeah.
Cost of
there
living
you
is
go.
cheap, boys and girls. We're right by one of the major hubs of the internet.
We got water.
We have water. We have a big technology boom here. Why not? That's my vote. So let's go into some gaming spotlight where we talk about the new releases and a cool game of the week. Okay, I just noticed something.
What?
Elias.
Yeah.
Elias. How did you figure out my password?
Oh, I went into guest. There was a guest option.
Oh. I was like, whoa. I forgot Linux has that.
Yeah, but I couldn't get to the X chat or whatever.
Because it's probably not loaded on the.
Yeah, I just went into the 3D computer world and hacked it.
So we're going to start off with the cool game of the week this week. Eli has a cool game of the week for us, which I've also checked out this game a little bit, and it is quite fantastic.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh,
Oh, you
that
played
is
again?
that is a nope. That is a mistake, and that is also a mistake. Boom. There we go. Go.
All right. So this is Besiege. It is a medieval themed physics sandbox game where you build siege engines to destroy a target. The targets range from small cottages and windmills to entire armies and fortresses. The game is in early access on Steam, which means it's not yet completed. However, you would never be able to tell by looking at it. And you can see it in the video here. It looks awesome. It has a really comprehensive style to it, you know?
Mm-hmm. My biggest thing about it is it totally reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. In that game, you could make crazy devices and vehicles to achieve certain type of challenges. And in this early access game, there's different challenges, like destroy that windmill and do it as you can. And you could do things like this guy's got motorized wheels.
Yeah, you just build the basic car. It tutorializes this thing right in the beginning.
Yeah.
But the things people make in this game are unbelievable.
Yeah, it's very interesting when you see, when you beat a level and going back to watch other people's ways, see how they came up with an idea of how they figured they could destroy it. Because there's a lot of options. You could do, make a giant death spinny wheel, or you can make something that shoots a catapult, or you can make I don't know what this guy's doing right now. I think he's going to make some kind of,
He's just
jamming
messing
hammer
around.
thing. Yeah.
So for each level that you play, are you limited to do you have limited resources,
No.
or is it basically you can use whatever
It's
you want?
unlimited. You just have to
nice.
stay within this bounding box. And the box is probably, 15 by 11 by another number.
Just throwing figures out there.
It's just
It's-
like
it's
a
a-
box. It's like a box, and it's kind of rectangular is what I'm going for.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you just have to stay within that and beat the level. So sometimes it's really difficult, like when you're like, I wish I could build a catapult here, but you got to kind of build the catapult so it's in a compact state, and then when you play, it expands and gets bigger. It's real fun, and the physics they're really tight. It never really feels like it wrongs you in any way.
Yeah.
Everything works properly. It has flying in it, has explosives, fire. You can accidentally burn up your wooden structure because it's all wood.
Yeah.
The braces are the most overpowered thing in the game.
Yeah, because the physics in this game is fucking really weird. Look at right here.
What?
You should not be able to make this, but if you put the braces there, and this thing can somehow never.
Oh yeah, the
follow.
braces are indestructible, and also they don't have collision on them, so you can just brace everything endlessly. He's building a catapult right here, which I seriously doubt will work.
Well, you'll be surprised. We might have watched this video beforehand. And the physics are so interesting. How
think they
things
work
can
pretty well.
resolve.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
How did that not explode that time?
Actually, if you notice, the ball didn't even come out of the.
Okay, so maybe the physics will mess up once, one
Well,
in
it is
100
early
times,
access.
but that shouldn't be happening. It's not very accurate there.
Yeah, so that's
It just
just the
rolls away.
cool fact that you could just spend forever figuring out different ways to accomplish a task, and there's other things. Let's find a way. You don't have to just take down buildings and structures and stuff. There's a variety of different things you have to do. I'll skip ahead here. Look at this.
Ooh,
So
look
this
at
guy
that.
he needs to destroy the thing behind the wall, but there are archers in the wall, and there's a wall in the way.
It's a pretty bad
So he
vehicle.
fought make a indestructible. See right here. This is where you
This'll
have to
happen a
think.
lot.
You got to think about weight and everything. Believe it or not.
Yeah, armor actually has a weight. It weighs more than the wooden pieces. This game's really well thought out already.
Yeah.
There's a bomb in front of that wall. That's how he did
And
that.
then one thing I thought was really cool, when there are enemies you had to face in the game. So one of the ideas is that
Ooh, hey, that's a good way to do it.
yeah, the enemies attack you. So the one way you could do it is you can make a giant structure of just death spinning wheels and have the enemies come to you. But there are ranged enemies as well, which is some people forget about.
Yeah, the way I beat that level is it was giving me the hardest. I was trying to build all these cars for an hour, and it was really frustrating. And then I just attached 4 flamethrowers to the starting block, and I set the whole army on fire.
Yeah,
And
just
it
that whole
beat it.
idea
It beat the level so easily.
of different ways to tackle a problem, and that you can watch other people's strategies. It's just so
yeah, it's fun to watch other
phenomenal.
people play as well. And the camera, as you can see, it's a really easy to use camera. You can move it anywhere, which I like. And,
You know, I
all
hope
the
that
effects is good. Ooh, that's
the
good.
person who's making this just makes. You know, I think this is a game where it would benefit them the most by not actually being a game.
By
I think
not
it should
being a
just be
game.
this: give you a bunch of challenges and not have to have some kind of story behind it. And
Oh, there's
just,
no story.
Yeah, like, but you know, since it's early access, they might think of it try to add a
Oh,
story to
maybe.
make it more appealing. For
Oh
more
yeah, there's
people.
gonna be like I think either 5 or 9 worlds, and there's one world right now, and it's called Elysium or Elysium.
So you maybe instead of everything being like medieval theme, maybe you could get like sci-fi inspired type of worlds, maybe even.
Nah, I don't like that.
You wouldn't like that
No,
idea.
I don't like that idea. Sorry.
Is there gonna be more like background to it, or is it just gonna look like? Is that
like
basically
I'm
what it's
gonna
gonna look
guess
like?
that it's going to stay this kind of
Just
open
like
space
that?
like
Yeah,
this.
it's kinda
Yeah,
like
it's
eerie
got to be
idea.
artsy, Maverick. Come on.
Okay, this is the
Alright.
artsy element to it, and I like it. Like there's no boundaries. You can go miles and miles out in this void. It's real nice.
Yeah, since there are challenges, see, like you have to, like in that one, you had to move the boulders.
I tried the boulder
Yeah.
idea like this. Oh, he actually got it working.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So there are other challenges to do. So I thought it was really cool. Definitely a game worth checking. The gyrating.
You do stuff like this to beat levels.
I didn't know you could do that. Well, the way I saw that task being done was that they just had the spike and they just ran into it and
Yeah.
then backed up.
That's the best way to do that one.
In my opinion, too. I didn't know you could have gyrating fucking gears and shit.
You can try and do it with cannons if you're real creative.
If you're real creative, you could try to do it
Yeah.
with some crazy cannons. Whoa.
Well, there's key rebinding as well. So you have all the default keys, like C would normally fire all the cannons, or H would move the pistons. But you can click this little wrench tool and then click on a part, and then you can change like the part's attributes
Mhm.
and the keys that control it and its speed and stuff. So the game, it's so fleshed out already. Basically, all they're gonna do is just keep adding blocks probably, and I'm excited for that.
Breaking news.
What?
Well, not really breaking news, but like relatively came out news. There's a new adapter that lets you plug a PS4 controller into a Wii U.
Ooh.
Huh.
What?
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to do super. So I'm gonna bring up a picture, but let's start talking about the new releases. Why I bring up a picture.
Okay.
So go ahead. Why don't you take it away, Crazy Peeps? You could do that.
The new releases.
Yeah, start going down the line there.
Alright. On multiple systems coming out is Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires.
Yeah, new Dynasty Warriors, and this is what's nice about this is to my knowledge, is the first Dynasty Warriors on the new systems.
Well, Dynasty Warriors 8 was.
Oh, was it? Oh, so it's a ported. Oh, so the big thing is
This
it's
is
coming
like
to
an
the new.
expansion.
Oh, okay. So it was on the older and new systems, the Dynasty Warriors 8. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought this was the first one that came out in the new systems.
Then Dragon Ball Xenoverse, where you get to play with that weird storyline.
Is it a totally new storyline to it, or is it still based off the?
It's-
It's yes,
Kind-
yes, Elena.
Like,
Now that you
good.
can talk.
Welcome back.
Yeah. No, it's kind of almost like an alternate universe where somebody really, really messed with the space-time continuum in the Dragon Ball universe, and you have to go and fix it.
Cool.
And
Nice.
you get to play as your own character, which is awesome.
Oh,
And
wow.
also, I think it's awesome because one of the Team 4-star voice actors is actually one of the voice
Wait,
options
what?
for your character.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wh-
Yeah.
who?
Takahata 101 is voice option 8 for your custom-made Saiyan
Does he do
character.
the Nappa voice?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he does. It's awesome.
That's really
I'm
cool.
sorry, not the. And you can be, I think you can be an ice demon, or you can be a Namekian, a Saiyan, or a human.
Yeah,
Am I ma-
that
oh,
wasn't
and-
the
and
first
I'm
time they did the creative thing. I want to say it was the game before this one. It could have been 2 games before, where you could be a Namekian, or you could be like a Kai type of person.
The MMO.
Yeah, that was an MMO. There was
Yeah,
some.
there was
I saw
there
some
was an
Let's
MMO
Plays.
that was released in. It got to beta stage in Korea, and
Mhm.
you could only play it if you were on a Korean server, had a Korean passcode.
You know, I think there
We
was.
never got it.
I think there was an option in the game though, because I actually watched. Who was it? Lanny Pator did a Let's Play of one of the Dragon Ball Z games, and he made Spuds, and it was
Oh yeah, son of Goku and Popo.
yeah. And he was like a weird Namekian looking guy. So I want to say one of the games did that too. Maybe they didn't have Namekian or all those races. They had only like a couple different races, maybe.
What is Mr.
Yeah,
Popo?
but this
Yeah,
one
what
he
is
gets
Mr. Who is the Dragon Ball Z Lord Goddess? Who do you know, Elena?
Oh.
What the fuck is Mr. Popo?
Mr. Popo, he's just a genie.
Oh, he's a
Oh, he
genie.
is just a genie. What the fuck, man? I thought he was like some
Yeah.
cool alien.
So
that
he
was a
can't, where's his
No,
lamp?
no, he's actually just a genie. I think he lived on Earth, and
Oh.
I think that he was like actually had like a trapped in a lamp type of story. I'm not overly familiar with it. I don't think it was ever officially pronounced, but he's a genie.
And what
He's a
is like
genie.
King Kai?
King Kai.
Yeah.
He's a
what's
Kai.
that? Oh, is
He's
he the only
he's
Kai?
a Kai.
No,
Oh.
then there's the Grand Kai, and
No,
then
no,
there's
no.
Supreme Kai.
Is it the big
Cream
giant
Kais. There's all
Yeah,
The
kinds
cream
of Kais.
pies.
Planet
Kai.
of the Kais.
Planet of Kais. Why not?
What were the people on the snake bridge? They were just snakes?
They were
No,
just, I don't know.
that they were like some of them were actually demons. There were different kind of demons. I don't think it was ever outright said in the
What was
English.
Yeah, I think they
anime.
were just general demons, and now I'm not gonna call them angels, but I'll just say angels for convenience sake.
succubuses?
Yeah, because that's all they were. They were just the afterlife, so it's like you know how when he fell down off of it, there were demons down there too.
Yeah.
I think they're all just demons. and
What was
whatnot.
I know I'm just asking Dragon Ball Z questions, but
It was-
I don't want to read this, and you seem to know, Elena.
Uh-huh.
What was you know the guy that's like Goku's master? He's kind of the fat guy that's always eating a lot, and he has a samurai sword. He doesn't.
Oh
have any
yeah,
powers.
Jirobe.
Jirobe. What is he? He's
Yeah,
just a human.
Yeah.
Can he fly though?
Yeah, he's just a human. He's just a poor, unfortunate soul that keeps getting crossed in the middle of things, and he really doesn't want to be there.
He was kind of badass in
Um,
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean, he was. I mean, he was kind of like, he was a lot like a poor Yamcha who, was downgraded severely in DBZ. He only had really one major part.
Yamcha got
Um,
shitty after the first fucking World Martial Arts Tournament. Let's be
Yeah, yeah,
honest.
and the
Let's
thing
be
is-
fucking honest
He
here.
just stood next to
Wolf
Bulma.
Fist
most of
was
the
never
time.
used
did
again.
go live with Torin, and nobody really understood why, other than the fact that they became friends. So
But
that's the
there's
joke.
one cool thing that Yamcha did before any of us.
What?
He got at that ass, Bulma. Mm-hmm. Got at that ass, that Bulma.
Only a
Yeah.
few people did.
Bulma, one of the
That maybe-
original anime goddesses, in my opinion.
But then she had a weird haircut for a while.
Yeah, they jumped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bulma has like, I think, close to 20 different hairstyles over the course of DB and DBZ. Something like that. It's
lot.
kind of crazy. I like
Well,
that they do
Japanese
different things.
influences. Yeah.
I mean, it could also be like a contrast, showing the contrast between, Saiyans and humans and how their hairstyle changes, because Saiyans' hairstyle isn't exactly
Yeah.
actually supposed to change at their
Yeah.
lifetimes.
They've got blood flowing into their hair.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
how it works. Totally. Now, for a picture of that adapter before we continue with the new releases, here it is.
Oh, it's
Look at that. See? Just for all you who are listening to the audio, I bet this is so. We'll try to describe it. It is a USB cable that comes out of the PS4, which then turns into some weird square thing and then plugs straight into the Wii U. And it maps the buttons and everything like that. It will cost, apparently, it works with DualShock 3s and 4s. And also works with most USB PC controllers as well. So you can not only use PS4, but you can use a PC controller. So now they can make
console.
something for this.
2,680 yen.
Yeah, that
I'm not
equates.
made of money.
That roughly equates to $22.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Now, if there was a Monster Hunter on the Wii U, I would use this adapter. So that's cool. That's kind of what breaking news, I guess. But whatever. Moving on to the more new releases besides Dragon Ball Z and Dynasty Warriors.
You want me to continue?
Yeah, you can continue.
Alright. For PlayStation 3, we got Resident Evil Revelations 2, Episode 1.
A cross-buy game. So if you get it, you get it on there. You get it on your Vita as well.
Oh, baby.
Cool. Rugby 15, also on the PSN.
Dude, can I say something? Rugby is an epic game. Like, to play it as a video game would be much nicer.
Less painful.
That's painful indeed.
Star Wall, just the tip.
How dirty is
What?
that? That's
Wait.
so dirty.
I need to find out what this is while you're reading the rest of them.
Isn't
Star
that the
Wall.
one where it's like you're flying like narwhal and you got stabbed the other person's narwhal?
Like,
Like
this.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Oh my
on
god,
PSN.
yes! That's
Yeah.
completely what it is.
Yeah. So this is a sequel, I'm guessing?
That is completely what it is. Oh my goodness.
great
Here, I'm going to
game.
bring up a photo.
Okay.
I won't play video for copyright reasons, but I can bring up some photos now that I have a easy way to do this. But remember before it was really rough for me to do that. So here it is. here's a screenshot of it right here. Let's just go switch to it right now. There's the screenshot of it.
Wow.
Yeah, you looks like you have up to 4 players here, and you gotta nail the shit out of people.
Yeah, pretty much it's kind of like, well, it's not like Nidhogg with the dueling, but pretty much that's what it is. It's kind of like a sword fight, and you gotta stab the other narwhals and
Can't
not get
throw
stabbed
your thing.
yourself.
Though. You know that's actually a tooth and not a horn.
Yeah.
No, it blows my mind. Actually, fuck it. We're gonna play a video real quick.
Oh
I
man.
gotta see some. Fuck it. Boom. So here's some fucking video of it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you're running around and shit. And I didn't know. You know, I only recently in my life figured out that those were teeth. Apparently.
They just have one.
Dude, it's fucking trippy, dude. This is something you play when you're high as fuck. Dude, can you
Oh, okay,
imagine?
what's that?
It's like Geometry Wars. If they had like Geometry Wars.
Narwhals.
Oh yeah,
Narwhal.
you have to hit him in that one exact point.
That's pretty epic.
Ooh.
Gazoon type.
Thank
Well, that's cool.
Alright, the other game for PS3 is Under Night in Birth EXE Late.
Under Night and Birth EXE Late. Yep.
Must be a series because it has that semicolon thing
Yeah.
going on.
Oh, they forgot to take the EXE out of the.
No, I
File name.
think that's actually the name of it. I
Oh.
don't know what that stands for.
I don't know. That's the
I'm gonna
title.
guess Japanese dating sim. No, I don't know. It's a PS3, so
Possible.
possible.
Alright, for PlayStation 4, we got Resident Evil Revelations 2 as well.
Oh, I must have. Oh no, yeah, because it's only in a PlayStation system, so it's not
yeah,
multi.
Rugby 15 as well. Star Wall as well, and The Order 1886.
Yeah, The Order, that game. The biggest critiques I've heard so far. Everyone complains about the shortness, but I think that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
You know, I have been hearing a lot of that generic third-person action type of game.
Yeah.
Which you know, if a lot of people are saying that, then they meet like I was saying to you, maybe people are just not. The world's still not interesting enough to where people can get over that. It's just mechanically, it's just standard. You know, well, I don't get me wrong.
No.
I don't think they should change it up because Gears of War control schemes and mechanics are great. It's like if you want your game to be third-person shooter, I would say just be that. But if the world's not interesting enough, then you won't hook a lot of people. You know,
You know what kills it though? That
What
game
kills?
is the cinematics are too long. It's
Ooh.
like Metal Gear Solid 4.
Is it really
too-
Metal Gear
I mean,
Solid
it's not-
status?
it's not- I
Now you've
wouldn't say
got to
it's
watch
that
what you're
long,
saying here.
but
'Cause if
listen-
you say it's Metal Gear Solid
listen.
status,
I mean, it's like okay, you're doing a little, you know, you do a cinematic.
all right, we've got a girl in a bathroom in her underwear. Go, Metal Gear Solid status, right?
Okay.
Okay, no, but seriously, continue.
No, but yeah,
continue.
the cinematics are. I mean, there's quite a few in there, and they're pretty long.
Okay.
It kind of you know, you get to a point like, all right, you got done doing a fight with a werewolf, cinematic, and it's like, you know, 15-minute cinematic. Come back to it,
Jeez.
get to another skirmish, another cinematic. You know, it's just, it that's what kills it for me. Like, I mean, I'd like to see the cinematics, but you know, maybe like a minute or two, something like quick, just kind of
paid
get it going.
$60
You know
for
what I'm saying?
movie.
But
Yeah,
that's what it
maybe
is. Yeah,
maybe because it's
basically what it
is like you said, you obviously think there's going to be a sequel, and I also think there's going to
But
be
I
a
mean,
sequel.
yeah, if
I
that's
think
what
maybe it's
that's-
just too much backstory padding and trying to get you.
I think that's what they were trying to do. Too much of it's just a lot of the backstory padding and just kind of getting them into the world of the Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah,
and-
because I remember there people were also commenting that they trickle the story throughout to
Yeah.
make it spread it out to make it last longer.
Yeah.
So if you're saying there's a cutscene every like not literally 5 minutes, but like very close in intervals, then that actually explains quite a lot. And
Yeah.
does it do that thing where they're talking, they slow down like Gears of War? You know, you walk and they're like the two NPCs are talking. Well, you and the NPC are talking,
Oh.
and they like
There is.
I'm gonna
there is.
slow
yep,
down
there
when
is.
I'm talking.
There actually is a lot of
I
sequences
hate
like
that shit. Can developers stop doing
Yeah.
that?
And you
Just
know,
put an
initially when
invisible wall up, or just don't let me open the door till they're done talking.
I think it would have been a lot better if there was multiplayer for it. You know, just for the story itself.
Oh, it's completely just a
It's
single player
single,
game.
Yeah,
Jeez,
single
not
player.
a lot going against it.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't for that nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I would have to play it, really. I think I would have to just
Yeah.
play it because I'm still interested in it. When I saw I was really interested in the world, and I really thought there'd be cool like steampunk type
Yeah.
of weapons. But I even read there's only like 1 or 2 or 3,
Also, it didn't help that Evolve came out the same day.
which also is getting a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
Man, 2014 and 2015, man, AAA games, they just can't live up to it anymore, can they?
Doesn't seem like
Can't
it.
keep those gamers
No.
happy.
Masses.
More new releases.
Alright, for the Wii U, we got Axelay and
I'm gonna look that
Kirby
one up.
and the Rainbow Curse.
Rainbow
pretty
Curse
good.
actually
Looks
looks
fun.
really fucking cool.
My son wants to get it, like
The
immediately.
only legitimate critique I've heard from people said about it is that you're not looking at the TV ever. You're only looking at the little screen, so you can see where you're drawing your little rainbow
Yeah.
lines,
Yeah.
and that they think the puzzle and the map design isn't as interesting as. Wasn't there a yarn one before this?
Yeah, Kirby
yeah,
yarn.
Yeah, I think they're saying that those level designs were better. That's the only negatives I heard about. Other than that, everyone's been saying wonderful things about this. God, I've been watching the videos. Looks so interesting.
They do.
God, I gotta get a Wii U. I gotta get a PS4, and I gotta get Xbox One. I think I can't wait any longer now. I've gotta
let's
get
go
going
back.
on that.
Come on.
I do. I think now's the time to take out
the
that
past
second
right
mortgage. I gotta take out that second mortgage.
Oh no. For Xbox One, there's Roundabout and Rugby 15 as well.
Right. Oh, I must have messed up Rugby 15. Sorry about that.
It didn't come
You
out.
really
on
want us to get that game? We put it on there.
It doesn't come out for
several
Wii U,
times.
so that's why you didn't put it.
Oh, that is yes. Thank you, Pat. That is the complete reason.
Is that?
Oh, Roundabout. Okay, hang on. I have comments about Roundabout. Roundabout is a crazy taxi type game.
Is it the limo driving?
It's the limos though.
Oh,
Yeah, wait,
so
spin.
And
Crazy
what you do is
taxi,
you're
it's crazy
always
limo.
spinning. You're always spinning. And it's got the live
Oh.
action cutscenes. Roundabout was really interesting. Originally was on a PC game, and now it's coming to apparently Xbox One, and that's really cool, guys. Actually, you know what? 15 is a little rough to pay for it, but
Seems high.
it
Maybe they
is
put
it
more
is a little
graphics
rough.
in there.
I think it shouldn't be higher than $10, but
Yeah.
it's actually kind of a good time to play because it's one of those play
Okay.
one time type of game. I know
Yeah.
15's a lot to ask, but I do think some people should check it out. I'd recommend our fans to check it out for sure. It's really a fun time. And and then the live action cutscenes are just like so interesting as well. And Rugby 15, like I said before, I'd rather play that than play the actual game.
For 3DS, we got Adventure Bar Story, X-Cave, Fishdom, Flap Flap.
How about that? It said Fap Fap.
Flat.
How
and
about Fap Fap? Let's make that game.
and Pokemon Shuffle, which is apparently
Which is free. Yeah, it is free now.
Whoa.
They announced they were gonna make Shuffle free, and actually, it's a good Pokemon Shuffle is actually really good, especially for the price of free. Yeah, I recommend it. I do.
That-
What the hell is Flap Flap though?
I'm trying to check that out right now.
Sounds like a
Oh, it was a
bird.
fucking mobile
Yeah.
game.
Was
Is it a
it?
fucking? Is this a fucking Flappy Bird ripoff?
Yeah.
This looks
It
like
is.
I'm seeing nothing but Flappy Bird ripoff videos. So yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like it was
It's only
a.
like about mud flaps or something. Something
Yeah.
Oh
original.
boy.
Oh boy, no, it's not original. All right, I've got a video
No.
here. Okay, yeah, you're a fucking bird and you jumping down up rings. Yeah, it's Flappy
Yeah.
Bird ripoff.
Alright.
It was originally a mobile game.
For-
Come on.
And it's a lot.
And we have a
though.
DS game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Four
$8 mobile
elements.
game.
And Fishdom.
And Fishdom, which originally were DS
Yes,
games and stuff. I wonder what 4 Elements was.
I wonder if it's like a Doodle God style game.
A what game?
Doodle God.
What the fuck is a Doodle God
Oh, it was
game?
a really fun game that was on PC and mobile where like you had a bunch of random elements. You had to mix them together, and you would get new elements, and then you would like mix stuff together until you complete like all the stuff.
So this is
I
like
think I
is this like one of those sand games again, Eli?
No, it's not like that. It's kind of like
Anytime you think of those, you tell me about these weird games that are like not I guess that's kind of science based. I always think of that sand game you showed me.
Hella Sand and Powder game.
Know what were you saying, Maverick?
Oh no, I was just responding to what he was talking about.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think I'm pretty sure I had a mobile game like that where
Oh,
you
they're
could
fun.
combine
Doodle
elements
God.
and like you combine like water and earth and it makes like a thunderstorm.
Yeah, you know, for any
Yeah.
for
Weird-
any
yeah, stuff
asshole
like
who
that.
says there's not a game for me out there, I highly doubt it. There's a lot of shitty games out there, but I think at this point in history, we've got a game for fucking everybody now.
Yeah, Doodle God's
There's
fun. I
so
wish it
many
had more
fucking games.
interface,
Like,
though.
what is that demographic for that game you're talking about? Who would want to play that? I'm interested because it sounds so.
You could give it a try. You like Kingdom Rush? That's a Flash game. This
Yeah.
is a Flash game.
Yeah. And so I got some Vita and PC games next. I actually cut a lot of the PC games out, which I regrettably did, because I wanted. There were so many. A lot came out today. I couldn't get them all to fit in the sheet. So just read those ones. Those ones seemed the most interesting to me.
Well, for Vita, there's the Firefly Diary.
Yeah, I don't know what all the other shit means before it.
Yeah.
Since it's a Vita game, I'm assuming it's a dating sim. So I will Google this though.
We also have Hyper Devotion, Your Goddess,
It's a really funny name for some reason.
and Blackheart.
It is not a dating sim. It looks like it's a legit artsy type of game, to be honest here.
Putting up a picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up a picture and video. Just give me a second here.
Of,
What is? I'll bring up the official trailer. Right, that'll work. Right. Can't go wrong with the you can't go wrong with the official trailer from the game, right? Like,
The advertisement.
yeah, but that's okay. They'll still somehow claim copyright on me somehow, right?
Yeah,
You know,
should,
that's
chop
just
the video
that's
up.
just how we roll. I'll just do what the game theory people do. Just put that weird square in for aspect ratio reasons. And
Oh, I
just
saw
like,
this. I was watching Family Guy clips on YouTube the other day.
Really, they still
Yes.
exist on
Yes,
there, huh?
they do. And the way normally they're like flipped around or like they're kind of like zoomed in slightly to avoid that copyright claim. But this one did a really interesting thing where they put a smoke effect over the whole video, so it looked like there's just smoke floating through the room. It was kind of distracting, but it worked.
Oh man, I'm so high.
Yeah, it looked like that. It looked like everywhere was high.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got the video playing here. So that is its name. I don't know what the hell that all stands for. So look at this. This is not even like I honestly I'm such an asshole because I'm like it's got to be a JRPG.
I literally thought in the beginning that was just a spelling error on you or something.
No, it's actually okay. So this is just cinematic shit. It's really not showing. Oh, there's some gameplay.
Okay, it looks fun actually.
Looks like you use a spirit to control
Looks like Limbo.
and change different type of yeah, it's like Limbo, yeah, but except this case it looks like you use a spirit in your head to change the environment so you can get over your obstacles.
Oh.
Art style looks really nice.
Yeah.
Here's an example of where this might be is not going to be a very controversial opinion because it's obvious, but graphics do matter at the end of the day. It comes down to the thing that people hate when they say, "Well, graphics don't matter." They mean that it's not your game doesn't have to have realistic graphics to be good. I think if you have a strong art style in your game, it will have far more of a fan base, more legs on it, and it will be interesting to people to look at. Because graphics do matter. If you actually look over the history of games, you see how graphics change, and the more realistic or better looking we could do, games became more popular because we could visually see the game, and it appeals to more people that way. It's the thing it comes down to is the style is the part that people really are talking about when they say graphics don't matter. It just means as long as it doesn't need to look good in terms of realistic, it just needs to be stylized.
If I actually used my Vita, I would actually probably get that game.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's only $19.
Seems fairly reasonable.
So for PC, we got airships. Conquer the skies.
Conquer the skies with my airship. I'm Total Biscuit. I have the cynical fleet. No, sorry.
If you can, look this up because I might be interested in that.
Ooh.
Block
Sounds
Legend DX. Boring Man. Online tactical
Okay.
stickman combat.
Okay, I'm really interested in that.
Boring, man.
Caribbean. And Cold Contract.
Cold Contract.
Cold Contract.
A lot of good names for games coming out this week.
Yeah, this is some weird pixel art thing. This airship thing. They look like Mario airships, but
Oh.
even more
Picture?
pixely. It's pretty crazy. Now, what is this? What's this other one? Block Legend? No, what was it? Boring
Boring
Man.
Man.
Online tactical stickman combat.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like One Finger Death Punch. Did you guys see One Finger Death Punch?
That
It's a game where you literally only use, well, technically you could use 2 fingers, and
Whoa.
it's actually like a super high frame rate game because it's only stick figures. It's got like, the game theoretically can go like 120 something frames or
Whoa.
something, assuming you have the right equipment to do
Set
it.
the bar pretty high.
Yeah, and it's so that because it's such it's a simple art style and it has the high frame rates, you have like literally half a second to like hit left or right, and you're just doing your cool combat tricks between left and right. But you're only clicking 2 buttons. That's theoretically you use 1 finger because you just go. But
Wait, is it like a ragdoll physics game?
no, it's a stick figure guy, and it's a fighting game. So something comes to you from your right, you press on the. I think you can remap the buttons, but let's say you could go left mouse and click left mouse, and he'll go hit. And he'll punch the thing, and then he'll have to do. If someone comes to the right, you gotta press again, and then it becomes where left, right, left, right, and you gotta do it really fast, or else you'll die. And because you're always death punching things, so it's really good. And the reason the high frame rate's so high is because again the graphics are so simple. So, yeah. So a lot of interesting games are coming out for sure here. I want to check out this Boring Man stick figure game. All right, so apparently it is a stick
Online
figure.
tactical stickman.
Oh, hang on. Let me bring this up
Yeah.
on the screen here. Look at this. It's just one of these things.
Oh, it looks fun. I played that. It's free. It says. I'll probably get this later.
Probably it's free because it's in early access. I bet.
It's free because it's crap, obviously.
Wow, Eli, our resident Flash game expert. He is. He played N+ before
I
it
did,
was
and
cool.
I still play it on my computer.
Yes.
Lots of.
Yeah, a lot of interesting games coming out this week, actually. I think it's a good week in gaming. A lot of diverse stuff. And Dragon Ball Z game, I think a lot of people are actually excited for this game, believe it or not. I think because we're due for a really good Dragon Ball Z game. I haven't enjoyed the Dragon Ball Z game since Budokai 3. I never...
Wow.
Okay, I'm a controversial opinion here. I never liked the more accurate fighting style of it being like the Naruto style where you're in an open field and you have like a top shoulder view and you can fight and fly. And it's all planes walking around.
Yeah.
I like the Budokai style where it was like a 3D fighter where you just can go back and forth and do that. I might just be lame and an old guy, but
I like
the way
those
I like
games.
it.
They were fun. You button mash. They were fun button mashers. Not fun.
Come on, man. Kamehameha. I like how the basic attack is like Kamehameha. That was so funny. And they would say it so fast. Good stuff. Although I will say that style works for the Naruto games really well. I think Naruto actually was shitty when it was the 2D. Well, it was more 2D than Budokai was because Budokai there was actually planes. And the first couple Naruto games it was like 3 levels and then you could do it was dumb. I like the way the Naruto games are now. So that's the new releases. And that's the gaming spotlight. And that will be our show. So I want to thank Elena for joining us via Skype. She had a lot of technical difficulties today, but we pushed through them.
Woo!
Yeah, woo,
We
do you. I want to thank Elias for holding down the chat room when it wasn't actually open in his end.
Good job.
And you love your new camera angle, don't you?
I do. It's better.
And you can just look down at it and
be by myself.
Be by yourself. Yes. And I want to thank Top Maverick and Crazy Peepers for joining us, and they will be joining us from now on too, because they are now official hosts. I have to update everything. Still says guest host. That was producer messing up, guys. Producer has to update everything, which he will eventually. Hopefully next week. By next week. Yes. So I just want to let you guys know that you can check us out on Twitter. You can follow us on there when the show goes up and live, or if it goes not going to be up during a week, you can find out stuff then. You can add us to your circles on Google+, Move from Play. You can add us to your Facebook, like our page, search under shows. Join the forums to continue conversation beyond the show. Talk to the hosts and whatnot. So you guys got to get on the forums and make accounts. Yeah, even though there's no one on the forums, but still. Be ready in case we ever get super popular. We got one. In case we get super popular, we are prepared. We are prepared.
Just make a Reddit. You don't want a forum.
Beyond.
That's the thing. Yeah, we're still old school. We like having our own forum. We should probably make a Reddit too. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Been meaning. Who's gonna run our subreddit though?
It doesn't have to run.
It'd be you, Eli. You could do it. Be Sir Meadow Knot. And lay the banhammer down. If they try to talk about Gamergate, you got to be like, no.
Yeah.
Because that was such a big controversy. It was. They shouldn't have did that. That was kind of dumb.
Kinda.
I know most of it was shit, but censoring everybody wasn't the appropriate answer. Yeah. This has been episode number 131, guys. February 24th, 2015. Catch you all next week. Peace out, home dogs.
Bye.
Bye.
You stay classy, Buffalo.